y'all, we back at it with another video today, man. Today I'm bringing you guys what I think you guys should wear this summer, or what I think people are gonna wear this summer. So it's kind of like two ideas in one. As you guys can see, I'm wearing a tank top right now, so you already know it's spring summer vibes right now, and I'm feeling good. You know, the sun is out. I know the birds are chirping. You guys can probably hear that right now. I literally don't know how I could fix that. I know in the last video you could like hear it the whole time. I really apologize if you guys find that annoying, but there's nothing I can do. But before we get straight into it, I just want to say, if you enjoyed the video, you know, hit that like button because it definitely helps me out a lot. It definitely pushes my videos more on YouTube, and you know that's what I need because I'm trying to grow and expand, and I definitely put a lot of energy into this video. And if you are new here, also subscribe for future content. But with all that out the way, let's get straight into it. So the way I'm gonna structure this video is that I'm basically gonna go over what I think people are gonna wear this summer. So I'm kind of like doing a prediction in a way. Keep in mind it's a prediction. Most likely I could be completely wrong because especially in fashion, you really don't know what's going to be the next upcoming trendy thing. So I'm basically going off of what happened last summer and basically predicting what I think could happen this year. So yeah, I hope that was pretty simple to understand. Now let's get straight to it. So first off, I think that this year is going to be a little bit more of like a hiking aesthetic. I think the strong hiking aesthetic is going to continue to expand into summer. You know, we saw a lot in fall and winter. A lot of people wearing Arc'teryx, Solomon's, a lot of just hiking clothing. And don't get me wrong, I was one of those people too. I definitely bought into the hiking aesthetic, and it's definitely something that I do enjoy a lot. I feel like I'm also going to be having a lot of inspiration in that field too. You know, like I already got the Jacob shorts, you know, I got ROAs, Solomon's. I personally do like that style a lot. So I just feel like people are going to develop it. I feel like in the summer, it's going to be just the same kind of like idea, just, you know, a little bit lighter. So let's say somebody was wearing like a heavy Arc'teryx jacket in the winter. You know, I think that they could easily just transition that and literally wear an Arc'teryx windbreaker in the summer. Solomon's are pretty much good all year round. Besides the hiking aesthetic, I think that vintage is still going to continue to gain a lot more attention as it has in the last like months. Last year, a lot of people were starting to like really get into vintage around the summertime. You were seeing a lot of people wear like bright colors, you know, light wash jeans. Even footwear was light, you know, Birkenstocks were starting to pop up. We had the Boston starting to get a lot of clout. You know, there was a lot of stuff that I never even noticed from last summer. Especially looking back now, you can really see how far things have progressed. Like there was people that were wearing a lot of fast fashion that literally just wear straight vintage now. There was people that wore a lot of high-end fashion, but you know, they slowly started to decrease and buy more into like vintage pieces. If I had to bet on a few styles that I think people are going to wear this summer, I'm definitely going to continue to put the hiking aesthetic in there and vintage, because that's a whole wave that isn't showing any signs of slowing down. Now next up, this one isn't really like a whole like trend or anything, but it's basically more like a tip. Basically, you know, like playing with your proportions, which is something that I've talked about a lot in previous videos. A quick example would be like wearing like a light crew neck with like, you know, some shorts, you know, something simple that balances it out. It's a simple fit that really looks good, especially when it's nice and proportional. You can even add a little bit of a bagginess to it. Me personally, I like going a little bit more fitted. You can reverse that too, so you can easily wear a pair of jeans with like a tank top. If you don't want to like just wear the tank top on its own, you can easily throw on a light sweater over that. You could layer the tank top. You know, there's many ways of going about it. The next like little trend that I feel like is gonna come like somewhat back is Realtree. So the Realtree camo was like pretty popping in like 2016, 2017. A lot of people were wearing Realtree. It was pretty much at its peak point. Everybody was wearing like Realtree cargo pants, Realtree t-shirts, hoodies, everything was Realtree. And then like after a few years, it started to die down. People aren't wearing Realtree anymore. Me personally, I do like Realtree a lot. You know, I have like one Realtree piece. My boy Josh is a Realtree fiend. You guys know, if you consistently watch the videos, you guys know that man literally could assemble a whole wardrobe of Realtree. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Ian Connor, he's going to be dropping, you know, a whole Realtree collection. I know he's gonna have a pop-up in ATL pretty soon. I don't even know if a lot of people still mess with Ian, especially because he's so like controversial. But me personally, you know, I don't really mind him. I feel like, especially with like Ian Connor really pushing Realtree, I feel like it'll definitely have like a new boost to it. Alright, so next up, I got hats. I think the hat hype is definitely gonna continue. Last summer, we saw a lot of people wearing fitteds, trucker hats, bucket hats, and I think it's going to be exactly the same this summer. Hats are a really good accessory to add to your outfit. You know, I'll definitely be wearing a lot of hats this summer, especially when the sun is beaming outside. You know, you need something to cover your face. Alright, so now we're going to get into stuff that I feel like you guys should wear this summer. This basically stems off of what I'm basically going to be wearing this summer. So at the end of the day, it still depends on personal preference. You know, a lot of stuff I'm mentioning you might not fuck with, but at the end of the day, maybe you could just draw some inspiration from it. So first up, I'm gonna have tank tops. For me, last summer, tank tops were definitely an essential. It kept me cool, and I was able to like throw anything on top, especially if I didn't want to wear the tank top on its own. I just recently ordered some tank tops from Uniqlo. I want to wear some other tank tops that aren't just like the ones you could just get at like at a pharmacy, like these. So when I get those in, I'm definitely gonna try those out, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Now, something that I haven't worn before, but I do have in the wardrobe that I'm gonna be dabbling into this summer are sweater vests. Now, I know you hear the word sweater vest and you think, bro, like, isn't that gonna be a little bit too hot? That's not always the case, because you can easily wear a tank top under a vest or just a simple white tee and you'll still be fine. Sweater vests, for the most part, don't really keep you completely warm because they have a lot of breathability. You know, in my first ever video on this channel, I showed you guys that I picked up like 3 sweater vests from Shein. To this day, I still haven't worn those, but it was because, you know, it was December, it was winter, you know, I was pretty much at home all the time. But I feel like in the summer, I'm gonna definitely bust those out and, you know, play a little bit around with my style, see if I fuck with it or not. Like I said, it all just comes down to personal preference. Last up, I got for you guys some footwear. So basically, I think it's also gonna be somewhat of the same stuff that we saw last summer. So, you know, there's gonna be a lot of Birkenstocks, there's gonna be Yeezy slides, you know, crystals, you know, stuff like that. I know I'm definitely gonna be getting a pair of Birkenstocks for this summer. You know, I do have a pair of Suey Cokes, so I'm definitely gonna be wearing these two. Slides like that, they definitely keep you comfortable, especially if you have a light outfit that day. A Suey Coke slide, a Visvim slide, or even a Yeezy slide, or even a Birkenstock could really add to your outfit. You know, it makes it a little bit different. Out of all the ones that I mentioned, I wish I could get a pair of Visvim crystals. I've wanted a pair for so long, but you know, crystals are so expensive. I think like the most affordable one is like $700, which is insane, or it could be $500. I could be wrong on that one, but either way, they are expensive for a slide. But I know ever since I purchased my Suey Cokes that if I were to get Visvim slide, I would definitely get my money's worth, and I would wear those like every single day like I do with the Suey Cokes. I think that they're definitely a good investment. Suey Cokes are definitely an affordable option. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. I feel like I did pretty good. Like I said, I'm basically doing predictions at this point. We never know in fashion what could happen. We'll see how things play out. But with all that being said, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button because it definitely helps me out a lot. It definitely pushes my video more on YouTube. You know, that's what your boy needs. If you're new here, subscribe for future content because, you know, I got way more stuff coming soon. And when the summertime comes, you know, I'm gonna definitely go harder because there's not gonna be any school to hold me back. And before anybody goes out and comments, I did get a tattoo. If you guys want a full video on that, definitely let me know because I did record a little bit when I was getting it, but you know, I was on my own. I didn't have anybody to record for me, so I'll see what I could do with that video if you guys want it. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.